Hello learners, welcome to the mathematics learning session. We continue with the unit length, perimeter and area. In our last lesson, I introduced the perimeter and I gave you assignment which I hope you have done. If you have any question regarding that assignment, please write to us and we'll help you solve some of the questions. Today, we want to solve problems on circumference. Circumference. What is circumference? Circumference, candidates, is the distance around a circle. Is the distance round a circle. Circumference, you can write circumference is the perimeter, of a circle. Is the perimeter of a circle, the distance round a circle. I have a pound. I have a 20 bob shilling. Okay, it's called a pound. Is a rounded figure or shape. So if I was to get the distance around this coin, then I'll say that is the circumference of the coin. The circumference of the coin. The coin. Assuming this is the coin, let me draw it. If I was to measure the distance from this point, round it up to this point, then that will be the circumference of the coin. The circumference of the coin. So circumference is the perimeter of a circle. Now going to the pupil's book, I want us to solve problems on the circumference. That is exercise 62 reads, what is the circumference of the following? What is the circumference of the following? What is the circumference of the following? And we have a circle down there. What is the circumference of the following? We have that circle in your book. And we have the radius of 21, is it centimeters or meters? 21 centimeters. The question is, what is the circumference of the following? Take pi to be 22/7. Take pi to be 22/7. 22/7. We know that the circumference of a circle is equal to circumference of a circle is equal to pi d, where d is the diameter and pi we have been provided 22/7. So the area, the circumference of this circle will be equal to 22/7, which is the pi times the diameter. In this case, we have the circumference, the radius. We have the radius. If we have the radius of 21 centimeters, then the diameter will be the radius times 2, okay, 2 times. So the radius is the distance from this point to this point, and if the diameter will be the distance from this point to this point. So if you have the distance from this point to this point, which is the radius, then the diameter will be radius times 2. The radius times 2, which is equal to 22/7 times the radius of 21 times 2. So we will cancel. 7 goes here once. 7 goes here 3 times. So we have 22 times 6, which is equal to, I have 2 here, 13. So the circumference is equal to 132 centimeters. 132 centimeters. So learners, what you need to know is the formula of a circle. The formula of the circumference of a circle is pi d. The pi times the diameter. So let's do the second question. Second question. What is the circumference of the following? So we have a circle, part B. The diameter is 1.4 centimeters. So B is a circle. The diameter there is 1.4 meters. What is the circumference? Circumference of the circle is equal to pi d. Pi is 22 over 7 and the diameter is 1.4 meters. So this will be equal to 0.2, which is equal to 4.4 meters. 4.4 meters. That is the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle. So 7 goes here once, 7 goes here 0.2. Okay, 0.2 times 22 is equal to 4.4 meters. So 4.4 meters is the circumference of a circle which has a diameter of 1.4 meters. Question number 1C. 1C, what's the circumference of a circle with a radius of 10.5 centimeters? Circumference. What's the circumference of a circle? Circumference of a circle of a radius 10.5 centimeters. What is the distance around this circle, which has a radius of 10.5 centimeters? So circumference, the answer is circumference will be equal to pi d. Pi d. And pi is 22 over 7. The d, our d will be the radius. Radius times 2. This will give us the diameter. Diameter. We know the radius is 10.5. So 10.5 times 2 is 10.5 times 2. This will be equal to 22 over 7 times 21. 10.5 times 2 is equal to 21. And these are in centimeters. So 7 cancels out with 7. Then 7 goes into 21 3 times. So the circumference of this circle is 66 centimeters. 66 centimeters. That is question 1C. 1C. Exercise 62, 1C. Then 1D. What is the circumference of a circle with a diameter of 17.5 centimeters? 17.5 centimeters. Diameter, circumference of a circle which has 17.5 centimeters. This is 1D. 17.5 centimeters. The circumference of a circle is equal to pi times d. Pi is 22/7 and the diameter is 17.5. 17.5. So this will be equal to centimeters. These are centimeters. So let us go the long route. We multiply 22 times 17, 17.5. 17.5. Let us go the long route. 17.5 times 22. So 2 times 5 is 10, 0 carry 1. 2 times 7, 14, 5 carry 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. Then we have 0, 5, 3. 0, 5, 3. So we have it 5, 0.83. So that 385. I've just multiplied the numerator, then we divide. We're going to divide the numerator by 7. 385 divide by 7. 7 goes into 38 5 times. We have 35. 8 minus 35 is equal to 35. 7 goes into 5 how many times? 5 times. So the answer here is 55 centimeters. 55 centimeters is the circumference of that circle. The circumference of the circle, which has a diameter of 17.5 centimeters. Then moving on to question number 2. Learners, question number 2 says, below is a diagram representing a playing field not drawn to scale. What is the perimeter of the playing field? So I'm also going to draw the playing field. The playing field from the pupil's book. The playing field takes this shape. Playing field takes this shape. Takes that shape from the book. 100 meters, 70 meters. From this point to this point, 100 meters. 100 meters, correct, 100 meters, and from this point to this point, 70 meters. That is the playing field. This is a playing field. The question is, what is the field? What is the perimeter of the field? The perimeter of the field is the distance around the field. The distance around the field. And if you are to measure the distance, we start from this point, go on, then take the semicircle, get the distance, then there is that stretch, then this semi. So what is the perimeter? Now the perimeter will be equal to 100 meters plus the circumference. This is semi-circumference. We say the circumference of a circle is the perimeter of a circle. This is half a circle. So we are going to get the perimeter of this half a circle, or the circumference of this half of a circle. Then we also get the half of this circle. Then we add 100 plus 100. So we'll have the perimeter will be 100 meters plus 100 meters, 100 meters plus pi d. That is the circumference of a circle, and we have seen that this circle is a semicircle. This bit is a semicircle, so we divide by 2. Then we add again this side. This should be 70 meters. We get pi d over 2, because it's a semicircle. If it was a full circle, then we don't divide by d, we just multiply the pi times the diameter. So let us go ahead and work it out. 100 meters plus 100 meters plus pi 22 over 7 plus the diameter of 70. Okay. This we divide by 2 times a half. Then plus pi 22 over 7 times 70. This again we multiply by a half. By multiplying by a half is the same as dividing by a half. So this will be equal to 200 meters. 7 goes here once, 7 goes here 10 times. So we have plus 220 divided by 2 plus the same case here, 10, 220 divided by 2. Those are meters. It's 200 meters plus 2 goes here once, 2 goes here 110, 2 goes here once, 2 goes here 110 plus 110 meters plus 110 meters. So this will be equal to 420 meters. 420 meters is the perimeter of the perimeter of the playing field. The perimeter of this playing field is 420 meters. Now, learners, we have done together questions 1A, B, C, D. Then question 2 is now your turn to practice. Go and do question 3. Let me write it on the board. This is your homework exercise. Exercise number 62 from your book. Go and do question number 3 up to question number 10. Question number 3 up to question number 10. Thank you for attending. Thank you for being good students. Thank you for doing assignments. As you do assignments, as you attend classes, as you take notes, as you ask questions, you are going to learn to master mathematics, and you will improve your grades. God bless you.